Hello flight simmers, welcome back everyone to the channel and welcome back to the next full flight video. Today we are back in the PMDG 737 in the beautiful Royal Air Maroc colors, and also we are sitting here at the very new Toulouse scenery released by Flightbeam. However, if I got that correctly, it's not developed by Flightbeam itself, but it is published and sort of branded by Flightbeam. But never mind, and as in any Flightbeam scenery, this is really high quality stuff, so this scenery is looking absolutely amazing. So yeah, you can guess that over here we are at the regular passenger terminal. But over on the other side of the airfield we have all these Airbus facilities, and they are modeled with quite an attention to detail. Also many static planes, some of them finished, some of them not quite finished yet, so very cool scenery to have here in the sim. Look at those, even at an earlier stage of development. So very cool setup here. And oh yeah, there's a Beluga, and then I think over here there's some more static planes, some more A350s, another Beluga down there. Yeah, so this is looking very cool. And so I'm very much looking forward to be using this scenery finally in the sim. And yeah, it was time for another 737 flight, so there's not too many 737s flying into Toulouse. Maybe it's because of the reason that this is really an Airbus home turf, but yeah, I found this flight, Royal Air Maroc, heading down to Casablanca, which is roughly a 2-hour flight, and I think it was a good fit since we haven't had this airline and also Casablanca airport on the channel for a very long time now. So yeah, I figured we will do that. Also, we are flying online on VATSIM. There's a little bit of traffic around here. There's British Airways, and also today there's an event going on the across the land from mainland Europe over to Middle East. So I do expect a lot of ATC en route at least. I can see that Eurocontrol is online at the moment. And then down at Casablanca, I think it's rather unlikely that we will catch some ATC, but we will see. If we're lucky, maybe we have some. If not, it's also fine. Right, so passengers are getting in there, so we will head inside the flight deck and start to prepare. Right, so here we are, and yeah, the route is already loaded in, so we can go straight to the performance request and see what we have here today. So in terms of zero fuel weight, we are fairly heavy, only 2 tons shy of max zero fuel weight, but then roughly 10 tons shy of max takeoff weight, so not too heavy today. You can see here fuel on board is 8.4 tons at the moment. So let's see. So we have a cost index. SimBrief is giving us 11, so let's dial this down a little bit. Reserves is gonna be 2.3, like that, and then cruise level 350. That's what we have filed also on VATSIM, like this. Transition here at the airport is 5,000, like this, looking good. Right, and then yeah, we're gonna be departing runway 14 right, since weather is currently 13 knots of wind, heading 130, so pretty much 30 knots headwind for the departure, 24 degrees outside, which is nice. So yeah, let's do the routing first. So 14 right, and then the routing is gonna be the Aneto 5 Alpha. Aneto 5 Alpha, that is. And we can have a look over here, Aneto 5 Alpha. So that's this one. We're gonna be departing towards, yeah, sort of southern heading, 2500 into Tango Sierra NDB, and then yeah, outbound to this waypoint. Should all be dialed in correctly, I guess. Initial climb clearance, flight level 70. Yeah, it's looking fairly straightforward, to be honest. So I'm just gonna set this one to 70 like this, and then initial heading What's the runway heading? How do I get back here? There it is. Yeah, so that's the airport. 14 right is down here. So runway heading is 142. This is coming in here like that. Right, then we have the route. We're gonna do the performance in a second. We will have the wind data. And let's see over here progress. So 3.7 tons of fuel up on arrival, which is plenty. Let's see if this changes. Still 3.7, so that's good. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong button. Never mind. Right, takeoff. So my idea is, since we are parked over here, and we need to taxi to 14 right. My idea is, we can go down there. I didn't see this one earlier. I thought we need to cross. Then we could as well use Mike 8 for departure. But since we can taxi all the way down here, we should be fine with the full length today, I guess. Right, performance. Weight and balance. Read from aircraft. That's pounds again. So let's do it again. Reach from aircraft. And yeah, landing weight is too high, but that's due to the figures here. Fuel. Taxi out. It's gonna be, I think, 200. I think it's always 200. And trip fuel is 5.2. Well, let's be accurate. 5237, like this. Right. Let's close some doors, otherwise it's going to be very annoying. Close, close, and close, close, like this. Right, conditions are dry, and then we have winds 130 at 13. 231014, that's correct. Takeoff, optimum. Aircon is on, anti-ice is off. 14 right. Oh, come on. Okay, so flap 5 departure. And speeds 139, 145, 149. Select temperature 50. Okay, very good. So 130 at 13. And then we have the N1 limit. I think it was 50, right? Yeah, select temperature 50. Flap 5. And that's 39, 45, 49. Right, finally. So 149 goes in here. Then we have auto throttle, LNAV, VNAV. Flight directives, of course. That's working. In the meantime, let's quickly fire up the APU, then we can get going rather soon. Right, and I think that's pretty much it for the FMC preparations. Let's see. Yeah, 2500. Yeah, looking very straightforward here. So that's good. Right, then I'm quickly going to do the last bits of preparation and then we are good to go. Right, so the jetway is disconnecting, pushback truck is coming in. So we can continue with the before start checklist. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Fuel, we have 8.4 tons on board. Fuel pumps are coming on, also the center one, yes. Personal signs are on, windows are locked. MCP with a V2 149, heading of 142 and altitude of 7,000. Takeoff speeds. Let's bring them up over here. (139), 145 and 149. CD brief rate is completed. Rudder and aileron trim is 3 and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed, and anti-collision lights are on. Before start checklist completed. Right. Okay, block time is coming on. Parking brake released. And the transponder TA only. Okay, and off we go. Very nice. Right, and then I believe we are good to fire up the engines. So let's finish some stuff over here. Now this is looking better. And then we are good to start. So packs are coming off. And we are starting engine number 2. So there's N2 slowly increasing. And at about 20%, which is now, fuel is coming in. Okay, I'm not quite sure if the pushback worked out correctly here, but yeah, never mind, we can swing around. It's gonna be okay. I'm just seeing there's a little bit of a discrepancy over here, and that's quite interesting. So airport elevation, let me check on the charts, is 499 feet. So based on the current altimeter, which is 1014, we are not quite accurate. Okay, 1013 will do. Right, okay, we have 2 good engine starts, very good. So generator 1, generator 2, APU is coming off, packs are going to auto, APU bleed is coming off, and this is coming to RTO, flaps 5, takeoff trim 3.8, which is about there, looking good. So we just have the flight control check, full left, full right, full up, full down, and the rudder full left and full right checked. And it's coming back to engines. Right, so before taxi checklist, generators are on, rope heat is on, anti-ice is off, it's not required, isolation valve is auto, engine start switches continuous, recall is checked, off brake RTO, engine start lever is idle, flight controls are checked, front of the is clear, very cool. And before takeoff checklist, flaps are at 5 and stabilizer trim is set at 3.8 before takeoff checklist complete as well. Right, taxi lights, and then we are good to go. Now I am getting the feeling there's a little bit of an elevation issue here with the airport. Maybe that's something that Flightbeam still needs to fix. I should look out for traffic, right? We are flying online. It's looking okay. Okay, so let's bring up the taxi chart again. So right-hand turn and then just all the way down there, pretty straightforward. And this seems like it's also blowing into the wrong direction. It's definitely not wind from 130. But I mean the overall quality, you can see it on the ground here, that's absolutely stunning. Just what we are used to from Flightbeam. So we are getting there. Let's put on the transponder TARA, and then we have traffic. Let's go terrain. Very beautiful weather here today. Right, and then landing lights, the cool LED ones, and this is all coming on. Strobes are coming on. Oh, beacons are not on. Sorry about that. Oops, forgot that earlier. Right, and then we are pretty much good to rock and roll. That's runway 14 right. Let's do a quick call on the frequency. Toulouse traffic, Royal Maroc 791 Tango departing runway 14 right. Very good. So this can come off. Now, very first time departing from Toulouse airport. Let's see if we get a nice view or maybe a nice screenshot down on all these aircrafts during the departure. That would be cool. Okay, flight time is coming on now. There it is. And off we go. Power established. Okay, takeoff power set. That's exactly the headwind as expected.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. V2.
And we're airborne. Positive rate. Yes, coming up. Oh, very cool. Oh, look at this, guys. Very, very nice stuff. Yeah, shooting up there. Okay, this departure is very straightforward. Let's put in the autopilot, and then we can try to catch some more views. Yeah, something like that. Flaps 1. Yeah, absolutely stunning scenery. Very cool. Maybe we can even do some sort of Airbus delivery flight in the future. Just a bit unfortunate that we don't have these kind of aircrafts in the sim at the moment, so there's no A320neo and there's no A350, at least in P3D, which is a bit sad. Yeah, but let's see, maybe we can find something. Okay, taxi and turbo lights. This is coming too off. Yeah, center fuel tank already empty. Okay, after takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on, packs are auto, landing gear is up and off, and flaps are up, no lights after takeoff checklist completed. That's 5,000, so that's coming to standard. Okay, let's see, maybe we can get a little bit of a shortcut here on the departure. But then again, at some point I will need to contact ATC, so oh, let's keep it climbing. Uh, 350. Right, okay, I think I'm gonna leave the route unchanged, just fly as published on the star, so on the SID, of course, sorry. Right, and then I will meet you over at Casablanca, so enjoy the cruise, guys, and see you in a bit. Hello viewers, welcome back to the flight deck. We are nicely descending towards Casablanca, and yeah, still flying online of course, but unfortunately, as expected, no ATC down here. It was actually quite busy on the frequency over Spain, but here we don't have any ATC online, so sorry about that. You guys don't get to hear any VATSIM action today, but there was quite a bit of action going on. But nevertheless, approach is going rather well up to this point. We are soon hitting 10,000 feet, and yeah, that's what we are doing. So we will be landing runway 35 right. It will be an ILS approach, and technically we are flying the Toulouse arrival route, but we are just direct Godpo, which we are reaching just now. And next up will be Kotak, and from there on the final approach, so Kotak, and then on the ILS runway 35 right. Go around altitude will be 4,000. We will be holding at Biervaux. And other than that, quick look at the airport chart. So we have two parallel runways. We will be landing on the right one at 35 right, which is super long, almost 4 kilometers. So we can yeah, just do some very light braking, and then we will get Papa 1 or Mike 1. Either one of those will be fine. So that's for that. I didn't bother to do any landing calculations really, since yeah, long runway, we are not too heavy now, so that's gonna be fairly easy. Seems a bit cloudy and hazy outside, although the weather is reported at absolutely clear skies for Casablanca. So city is down in this direction, so it might get a bit better over there. We will see about that. And then we're gonna be facing winds 6 knots from 030. So a tiny bit of a crosswind there on final. But other than that, quite nice weather, 27 degrees, and the altimeter is 1018, which is already set here. Then final approach course 345 is set on here. We have the ILS frequency tuned, which is 109.9. And we will be doing a flap 30 landing, 147 plus 5 makes it 152 for the final approach speed. Flap 30 being, yeah, basically the standard landing config in the 737. Flap 40 is really only used for very short runways or similar stuff, so flap 30 will easily do today. Right, descent checklist is completed already. Yeah, minimums are set at 870. And airport elevation is around 650, which is also set up here. And yeah, next up at the approach checklist, so altimeter set 1018, cross-checked, so approach check is completed. And then we will have the landing checklist in a bit. Right, in the meantime we can pop those to continuous already. Seatbelt signs are on, which is good. Right, and now it's just 10 miles till Sierra Lima Kilo, and then down on the final approach. So we are getting there. Right, we are into the right hand turn. Let's arm the localizer. Okay, now visibility is improving. That's good. I kind of want to slow down a bit now. Don't want to be all that fast. Yeah, but we are nicely settled below the glide slope for now, so that's going to work out really well. A little bit of an overshoot there. We could have gone into that turn a bit slower, but it's alright, and then we can arm approach mode as well. Okay, and now we are approximately 10 miles out. Speed 210. Okay, flaps 2. I want to get some flaps out before we go down on the glide slope, otherwise it's going to be a bit hard to slow down. Maybe even flaps 5. Right, okay, we are descending, so go around altitude 4000 is set. We can arm the speed brakes. And there's the airport coming up. So regarding the airport, it is the, I think it's called Prealsoft, something like that, Prealsoft Casablanca scenery. And it is, I didn't get the upgrade for Prepare version 5, so that's still the version for Prepare version 4, but it works quite alright in my opinion. So if we see some minor hiccups, it might be due to the fact that the scenery is not officially compatible with Prepare version 5, but I think it will be fine anyways. Oh, I forgot the landing lights. Turn off taxi like that. Yeah, so let's drop the gear. Now the aircraft is really struggling to slow down. And actually, no, I don't want to have any power, but never mind. Okay, flaps 10. Flaps 15. And final approach speed again, 152. That's a little bit bumpy. Flap 25. And flap 30. Landing checklist. Engine start switches are continuous. Speed brakes are armed. Landing gear is down and flaps are 30. Green light. Check is completed. Right, now. Oops. That was my bad entirely. I did hit it twice. and that was not too smart. Okay, let's see if we can get it back to stable. Okay, speed 152. It's gonna be fine. Now we are at 600. We're a little bit high, but yeah, now we're back on profile. Okay, so it's okay. That was a big mess up on my side. I accidentally armed the go around. Continue. The puppies are way off.
50, 30, 20,
Flare, retard, and there we are. Right, reverse. Idle forward, manual braking. Alright, okay, so not the best landing once again. It was a bit weird. The arming the go around, or activating the go around basically, screwed up quite a bit, but now we are good. We can take the next exit. Which should be coming up right here. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes, well, I don't want to make any excuses, but sometimes I get the feeling that somehow my throttle setup is not really working well with the 737. It is working good with all the other aircrafts, but not so much with this one, which is a bit annoying from time to time. Okay, landing lights and strobes come off. Let's fire up the APU. Retract the flaps. Flight time 2 hours on the spot. And traffic and weather. Okay, we can go straight ahead onto the apron. That should be fine. This is coming to TA. Okay, and now we can basically pick any stand. There are some stands on the terminal, and there are also some on the apron. I think just for the fun of it, we will take an apron stand today, since usually we are having jetways or gates. So let's go for Echo 6 or Echo 7, something like that. Right, there's GSX waiting for us. Very cool. Yeah, so the airport is looking quite alright, so I was not in the mood to spend another, I think, like 10 euros to get the upgrade. I mean, this is looking very decent. And is that some static airliner, or is it VATSIM traffic? I think it's VATSIM traffic. Streamliner, very cool. Okay, now we're gonna take a right-hand turn. APU generator is coming on. And this is gonna get messy, since now I do have to run through the stair being parked over there. but I like to blame that on GSX, and then we do a left-hand swing, and then we are getting into the parking spot. So please look away, guys. Yeah, let's do it like that. Right, and now a big left-hand swing. This is working out nicely. Yeah, not too bad. And there we are. Right, parking brake, APU is running, APU bleed is coming on. We can kill the engines. We have a block time of 2 hours 13. And seatbelts off. Beacons off. Fuel pumps off. The electric hydraulic pumps, probe heat, window heat. And this is going to open. Right, okay, let's ask for deboarding. Right, so here we are, guys. Welcome once again to Casablanca. I hope you have enjoyed this 737 flight. Sorry again for the little bit messy landing there. I'm gonna need to see myself what happened there exactly on the review, but yeah, was I think it was still within the limits, like barely within the limits, but not a very good one after all. Never mind, we've made it down safely, and yeah, next up will once again be a Formula 1 flight into Istanbul. Very much looking forward to that, and hope to see you on the next video as well. Take care, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.